And omachre where the each source be omachre how much.
Ebisu Pache say say Bank of Ghana is bankrupt, is broke.
It's not. And that's the other issue. Look, they have said, say, with all these losses, the bank is still resilient. It is policy solvent. What is here? Until they are not broke. Uncle, we are broker. Some uncle, until the bank is policy solvent, and they've made that point very clearly. Say losses are bad, of course, which has an impact. You can't discount 60 billion Ghana cedis. It would certainly have an impact, but not enough. Say, what is here? And Ushe DDEPR and also created an impact. They had to even revise more capital adequacy ratios in this annual. When it had effects on the losses and our equity position of the central bank. And there's also the issue of overdraft.
Yeah.
Say mrabi in your provision in the act that says and I think that is I think section, I'm trying to remember this particular subsection, but there is a section in the act that says you cannot lend to government beyond 5% of your previous year's tax revenue.
Yeah.
It used to be 10, and in 2016 the act was revised, and it was brought to 5%. Ninyina was just an attempt to reduce how much a central bank ADC kama buy. Now, in the tenure of Sir Governor, Chairman, they've lent to government only twice. Twice, and I'm not saying they've exceeded the target twice. They've lent to government only twice. Man more who going to lend to government not exceeding 5% of the previous year's tax revenue. But they always do zero financing. Between 2020 and 2017 basically, they've done that only twice. And look at the years are a crisis and recovery years no more you can say lending no to abang. And they exceeded the 5% target limit no. But when him them guys said you would understand, say, look, nothing went wrong. It was a judgment call, and they made that call in the national interest. There's also a provision in the act, and I'm talking about section 30 subsection 6, that says that even though there is, without prejudice to the earlier provision that says you can't lend beyond 5%, no. In emergency situations, the controller and accountant general, the minister for finance, and the central bank, no, share and negotiate a new limit.
Yeah.
And set a new limit. And such limit should be negotiated through the finance minister to parliament. And the role of the central bank ends at the meeting that sets the limit. And subsequent to our provision, a set new limit because of the emergency situation and the woman. They said, look, we can't. If we want to learn, I bind the bar and say, look, or how more overdraft now would want it to exceed this amount. And I'm saying, no, yes, sir. We have to have a meeting amongst us, the controller and accountant general, the Ministry of Finance, and a to set a new limit as required by the law. And they did that on 2 occasions, and it was because of our emergency clause, provision, and they did it. Now, and chairman, Obia oil zero financing, and yes, or the more up to 5%. No, now only on 2 occasions because of emergency. They've done something according to the law.